This week, March 22nd through the 28th, a week where we're really having an experience of understanding what our priorities are. Now, if you are somebody who is focused on what are my values and taking action based on your values, then this is really going to help you pop off in your business and in your life. If you are somebody who struggles with figuring out what's most important, or you get pulled off by other people's agendas, or world events are throwing you for a loop right now, this is a key focus for you this week to really help you get grounded and take action based on where you want to go, not what the world is doing. So March 22nd through the 28th, we start the week off with this energy of what are my priorities, but also we start the week off on a day that is intensely busy and full of distractions. And this is the whole point of figuring out what's most important to you. On Sunday of this week, you can either go into the week with intention, with clarity, grounded, not being pulled off by all the distractions, because there's a lot of noise out there right now. Or you can go into your week willy-nilly scattered all over the fucking place and be exhausted by the end of the week. You get to decide. So I'm going to highly recommend that you start off the week, perhaps with listening to this again, and perhaps with really being intentional about what's most important to you this week. So this week, start on Sunday. Have a plan for the week. Don't try to schedule so many things that you're so scattered and pulled in multiple directions that you don't even know what your name is by the end of the week. Think about 2 to 3 top priorities for yourself for the week and leave everything to the rest, for later. Because ultimately, if you are trying to do 10 things all in one week, you're not doing them well. You're being pulled in too many different directions. You're distracted. You're not fully present for the journey and what you're working on. And so things kind of get slid off to the side. Things don't come into place the way that you really want them to. And we're kind of half-assing on everything instead of being really good at 2 or 3 things. So think about that from the beginning of the week. Now, if we look at the energy of the year itself, this is about leadership. The 2026 is about massive leadership. But what does leadership actually mean? Let's think about this for a second, because you can tell people till you're blue in the face, I am a leader. I help people do this. I help people do this work. I help people make more money. I help people get better at their health. I help people have better relationships, whatever it is. Please be more specific in your marketing than I just gave examples of. But whatever it is that you help people with, are you doing that when nobody's watching? This is key. If I were looking for, which I'm not, but if I were looking for a relationship coach and I found out that they weren't in a relationship, or their relationship was toxic, or they'd been divorced 6 times, I would be questioning whether or not that person could be helping me. I'm not going to hire a health coach who isn't taking care of their own health. I'm not going to hire a business coach who isn't actually running a business. What you do behind the scenes matters 1,000 times more than what you're telling people you do on the internet. So how do you lead yourself when nobody's watching? This is very key all the time, but especially for this week. Because as we land into an energy that shifts on Monday, so Sunday, Monday, we have different energy. Leadership is going to be top of mind all week long. People are going to be talking about leadership a lot. And the ones who stand out are the ones who are doing the things, their own work behind the scenes. They're ones who are doing what they said they were going to do, keeping the promises to themselves, doing the hard things that nobody really sees because we don't share those things on the internet. That makes a huge difference energetically when it comes to your results. So as you move through the week, how are you leading yourself? Are you shooting all over yourself? Are you wondering and overthinking every decision you make? Are you questioning every move? Are you doubting yourself? Or are you hearing that inner voice and those doubts and those insecurities and those shoulds and going, yeah, that's cool. Thanks, ego. Go sit down. I'm going to go and do it anyway. That's the difference. As a business coach, I tell people you need to be selling and promoting and pushing content every single day. If I were somebody who didn't do that, then we have a lack of integrity. If I were to tell people, oh, it's okay, just go sell like crazy, but don't take care of yourself, that's not important, then I would be out of integrity. That's not leadership. So how are you leading yourself? Are you getting up every morning and doing the best you can do? Or are you letting those ego thoughts get in the way and get you to sit back down, go crawl back into bed, don't worry about it, we can do it tomorrow? That's not leadership. Okay. The other thing that comes up this week is on Saturday, Friday. Friday is a day to pay attention to. Now, if you're inside Daily Digits membership, you're going to get the day-by-day breakdown, exactly what you need to be focusing on every single day, alongside practical, tangible ROI moves that you can make, revenue moves, content prompts, everything you need for every single day of the week based off of this energy. But Friday, I wanted to point out publicly, because it's going to be a day, again, that is a little chaotic. Hello, Vanessa. Nice to see you. Your day is going to be a little chaotic on Friday, and depending on how you approach the day is going to create how you end the day. So again, as I was talking about on the beginning of the week, be very intentional. Friday is going to be busy. It's going to feel like you have 10,000 ideas and you can't do them all, and you're going to be overwhelmed and stressed out unless you decide, I'm just going to write all my ideas down for later, and I'm going to focus on one key thing. Because I was talking about this somewhere in my content. The day before my birthday last week, Tuesday, I had a plan for the day. I was getting ready to take a couple days off to celebrate my birthday. And I had a couple of VIP clients that I was working with. I had content I needed to get out. I got my workout done, got out of the shower, and instantly 6 new micro offers dropped into my awareness. And I went, oh my God, oh, and I was so excited, and I got to get this down on paper, and I got to map this all out and brainstorm it. And then I had a second of like, hold on a second. Is this what you need to be doing right now? Yes, it's exciting. Yes, it's alive for me right now. But all I needed to do was capture the idea, because I can still implement that later. But what I needed to get done was to go back and actually create the offer that's coming out next week. It's actually available now. So Quarterly Codes is available now. So that got done as well. But this is what this energy on Friday is going to be like, where you're going to have all these ideas. And if you're not paying attention, you might get pulled off on a tangent that's not actually conducive to what you're trying to build. So be intentional and be in the moment with what you're currently working on. Capture those ideas for later, and don't get overwhelmed, and don't think you have to do it all in one day. So that's the week ahead. Now, of course, inside Daily Digits membership, I talk about this in a much deeper level. I give you actual practical, tangible steps to take every single day, alongside what to sell, what kind of content to post. I give you exact content prompts, and I give you something to look at energetically every day in your own life experience, so that you can capitalize on all of the energy that's available to us. But if you are